Video, I will be talking about Archimedes Principle. Archimedes Principle is a principle which was given by Archimedes. Now let's see definition of some terms before seeing the statement of Archimedes Principle. First is buoyancy. Buoyancy, also known as the buoyant force, is the force exerted on an object that is wholly or partly immersed in a fluid. This buoyancy is a force that we experience if we try to immerse, immerse our mug in the bucket while taking a bath. We feel a force, that is buoyancy. Now, other term is weight. The weight of an object is the force of gravity on the object and may be defined as the mass times the acceleration of gravity. And it is given by W is equal to mass of the object into acceleration due to gravity. This is the reason why weight on moon is lower compared to that on Earth. Since the mass of moon is lower than that of Earth, the acceleration due to gravity on moon is lower. Hence, our weight becomes lower. The acceleration due to gravity is given by the formula G into ME, which is mass of the earth or moon divided by r squared. Now, Archimedes principle is a relationship between the buoyant force and the weight of an object. Okay, now we can see a figure. In this figure, we can see that the cork floats while the nail sinks to the bottom. The forces acting on these objects are, one is the upward force by the liquid and second is the force of gravity. When the upward force by the liquid is higher than the force of gravity experienced, then the object floats. If the downward force by gravity is more than the buoyant force, then the object sinks. As seen in this figure, the nail sinks while the cork floats. That is, if an object's density is less than water's density, it will float. If its density is greater than the water density, it sinks. When an object is neutrally buoyant, meaning it neither sinks nor floats, then the weight of the object is equal to the upward buoyant force exerted by the water. Now we can see the statement of Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle states that the upward buoyant force that is exerted on a body immersed in a fluid, whether fully or partially submerged, is equal to the weight of the fluid that the body displaces and acts in the upward direction at the center of mass of the displaced fluid. Now the applications of Archimedes principle. First is the submarine. This submarine changes its depth by using this principle. When it has to submerge, what it does is it fills its ballast with water. Hence its weight becomes higher and hence it submerges. When it wants to rise, it empties the ballast and its weight becomes lower. Similarly, hot air balloon also uses Archimedes principle. The air around the balloon has got buoyant force. When the buoyant force exerted by the air is equal to the force of gravity experienced by the hot air balloon, then the hot air balloon remains at a constant height. When the force of gravity is greater than the buoyant force of the air, then the hot air balloon descends. If the buoyant force is greater than the force of gravity, then the hot air balloon rises. Now hydrometer. Hydrometer is an instrument that is used to measure the relative density of liquids. It consists of a tube and a lead ball is used to weigh down this tube. And when it is kept in a liquid, the extent to which it floats or submerged will give the relative density of the liquid. Now ship. A ship keeps afloat because it is made in such a way that its overall density is lesser than the density of water. It also uses the Archimedes principle. Well, this is the end of this video. In this video, I have discussed some basic concepts of Archimedes principle, its applications. If you have got any doubt on any of the topic that I have discussed in video, please comment in the section below. Thank you.